It's Scrub Sundays, WrestleMania, Octane, Bennett Protect, and Black Ops 2 is one of the best things to happen at Comic-Con. Those who didn't like it were bad at it. Nah, Sam's tripping. Nah, Sam's fucking tripping. I want to cook him for that take. I want to cook him for that take for sure. Right? Bro, how do you prepare for a match? How do you prepare for a match, bro, when, like, there's so much random shit happening? That just added randomness, bro. It did make it interesting, but, bro, nobody wanted to sit through the ban and protect, like, before map started, bro. Like, nobody wanted to sit through that shit, and it just added too much random bullshit. Like, shit teams would just start doing a bunch of random shit just to make it hectic. You know, chat? Like, bro, shit teams would literally just start banning, like, all the good guns and all the fucking attachments just to make that shit fugazi, bro. So, I'm not a fan of ban and protect personally. Crim on the Crim 6 versus Scump debate. Just to leak this, man. Thought it would be cool idea to post head-to-heads of the two greatest players ever. Thought this was harmless. I hope you're not receiving negative comments. People argued longevity against me, despite the fact that I won more tournaments in less years played. Longevity is more important than efficiency and effectiveness now. You can't sway opinions of people if they aren't open to discussions and won't logically look at details. People saying I had better teams, but no one asked the why question, despite me having significantly less power / influence in roster moves. It's just a waste of time. There is only L's in these debates, and the loss here is wasted time. Do you guys agree with Porter, or do you guys disagree? Do you guys agree with Porter or disagree? He's kind of spitting right now. He's kind of spitting. I feel like it's a hard comparison. It's a hard comparison, to be honest. It's a hard comparison. He's crybaby cheesing a little bit, but it is a hard comparison, bro. Like, Scump and Porter were just completely different players, and played different roles and had different. They did different things. They're just so different. They're so different in every way. You know, and I think they both brought different things. They're both of them are better at different things. You know, like they all have they both have their positives. They both have their negatives. This argument is always just gonna be like a super hard argument because it's super opinionated, and it's kind of like the Michael Jordan, like LeBron James shit. Like, bro, it's so hard to actually say who the GOAT was. Like, it's hard. It's hard, bro. Crim was more of a winner, but Scump was better individually. Yeah, like they were like Crim definitely had the most winnings for sure. Like, Crim was definitely like a winner for sure, bro. And I agree, Scump definitely individually, like talent wise, like he was that guy. I agree with that as well. I agree with that. Crim had the Slayer. Porter did have the Slayer, bro. Porter did have the fucking Slayer. I'm not gonna lie. All these dudes cause pointless arguing with nobody changing anybody's mind and then turning into discrediting one of the players. They are both retired and are both go to their own rights. Yeah, that's basically what I was just trying to say. Yeah, that guy pretty much summed it up, bro.
Boy, sign the contract. Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
OpTic fans right now, I feel like OpTic fans are saying the opposite. Bro, am I the only one? Okay, so let's get into it, right? Kenny is rumored to go to OpTic Texas. I had asked the chat, what do you guys think about Kenny going to OpTic before the rumor even came out? Before the rumor even came out.
You heard him here first. One best of 7
and everybody,
to decide it all.
And everybody was saying,
Sound muted.
That Kenny was not the fit. Everybody was saying no. All the OpTic fans were cooking it, right? Then the rumors come out and he was still getting cooked, to be fair. The OpTic fans were definitely cooking. They were definitely fucking cooking, bro. But when you look at a team of Dashy, Shotzi, and Pred, I think Kenny will be the perfect guy to kind of slot in there. Kenny's going to bring a lot of knowledge to the team, a lot of veteranship. Kenny's a very smart player. He knows how to play COD at a high level, and he knows how to win and win championships at a high level. People, including OpTic fans, are so hung up on stats, bro. They are so hung up. I'm not going to sit here and say Kenny had the best year individually. I'm not going to sit here and say that because he didn't have his best year individually. He didn't. But, why wouldn't you want Kenny on your team with these three guys, bro? He's going to be you could slot him in to a flex role. He can run whatever gun he wants to run. Make himself comfortable wherever he wants to be. Kenny AR, yes, bro. Kenny can run an AR, he can run a sub, he can flex, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. That's where Kenny shines, when you just let him do him, right? In Black Ops 4, when he went to the Maddox, right? Kenny was a sub player in Black Ops 4. He went to the Maddox, everybody was like, what the fuck? And he ended up frying with that shit. You know, like, bro, let Kenny run whatever gun he wants to run as a flex. and let him bring that veteranship, that knowledge, that winning mentality to the team. He's a champion. He's a champion, and he's a champion for a reason. I think a lot of people are just so hung up on his stats and his individual performance from this recent season, recent bias, and they forget what he brings to the table as a teammate. They forget. That's my honest opinion on it. I feel like a lot of people. And listen, I think not getting Sib could be a fumble. It could be a fumble because I think Sib is a really good player, but I don't know the personalities on the team that much. Like OpTic, I know the personalities, but I don't know if Sib would mesh well with like Bruce and like some of these other guys. I don't know if that would be a good a recipe for success. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if bringing Sib to the team would be a recipe for success. And I think maybe OpTic just wasn't feeling it. Maybe they weren't feeling it, chat. I really don't know. They never wanted Sib. No, bro. Sib was an option for sure. Sib was 100% an option. I don't know if they never wanted him. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true to say that they never wanted him. But Tommy Sib was never the player on a menu that's been confirmed. LOL. Yeah, I'm talking about rumors, bro. I'm talking about rumors. Like, bro, I'm talking about who they've been talking about. Like, they've been talking about Sib opted. Like, that was a rumor. Like, that people were talking about that. Like people were saying that. And people in the chat are just mentioning Sib a lot. A lot of people are talking about Sib. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm talking about Sib. And I think Sib is a really good player. I just don't know if he would be a good fit on OpTic. I actually like Kenny being slotted in there. I just feel like a lot of the fans don't really like it. Why don't you guys like it? To everybody saying no in the chat or people that don't like it, why? Like, what is it? What is it about the Kenny pickup that you don't like? Cause I like it. And first and foremost, let's get a poll in the chat. Do you like it? Yes or no? Do you like Kenny on OpTic? Yes or no? I want to get a poll in the chat and kind of see what's going on here. They get everybody coming in, keeping this sub train going. You guys are the fucking goats, bro. Got a donation coming in from Make. Also, Pred could have said the negative sides of Sib as a teammate. Also, Kenny adds some comms too. Makes sense for OpTic. Illy with a $2 don't know time. The real change OpTic needs is for Stroke to manage the COD team rather than Hex. Empire under Stroke was godlike, bro. The players manage the team, bro. The players are the ones making decisions on who they want. They're going to Shotzi and Dashing just saying, yo, who do you want to play with? Mike and Hector don't run the fucking COD team, bro. They run the COD team. That's not what I meant. But they don't call the shots when it comes to the roster. They're definitely just talking to their team, bro. They just ask Shotzi and Bruce. That's how it works, bro. Like, they ask the superstars who they want to play with, and then they go from there. Like, that's usually how it goes, But I like Kenny going to OpTic personally, and we're obviously going to talk about it later tonight on the flank. But I like it. I think it would be a good move for them. And then Sib obviously going to New York, I think is a big possibility right now. That's the rumor. We'll talk about that as well. And we'll go over that. But I think that's interesting. I can't believe New York fumbled the bag with Preston. If that happens, if Preston doesn't go back to New York and he ends up going somewhere else, I have a lot to say about that. Like, bro, that is fucking crazy. Like, if Preston doesn't end up on New York, that's fucking insane, dude. That is fucking crazy.
Sound microphone activated.
Bro, if Preston doesn't end up on New York, that is fucking insane, bro.
He's not on New York.
He's not on New York.
I know that's fucking crazy. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, but they're not gonna get worse. That's what sucks for him.
Don't worry, Tom. We'll talk about it live on the flank later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it live on the flank. And you're not wrong, Tony. You're not wrong. But
I think both things are true. I think if you win 3 tournaments, including champs, you shouldn't get dropped. But the reality is they're not gonna get worse. If anything, I think they stay the same, or they have potential to get a little better. That's the shitty reality.
Yeah, maybe.
But nonetheless, he should have been safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's despite that being true, he should have been safe.
Yeah. Sib's gonna have to make sure like he's locked in with that team, bro. Paco be calling the shots over there, bro. That's Paco's team. Play. That's Paco's team, bro. Sib better make good plays. Sib better make good fucking plays, bro.
I just think everybody's tripping. Honestly, I think they just dropped him. I think it had nothing to do with the contract.
No, there's literally 2 possibilities of Preston leaving that team.
You think
One
they
is
just
he
dropped
got
him?
No, I think yes.
I think they got their org to drop him.
Yes, I think if Hydra, Caesar, and Kismet walked into the room and said, "Go get fucking Priestahh on this team," he'd be on that roster.
Yeah.
They could have, despite salary, they could have bet some. They could have been like, okay, we'll give you a bigger prize split. If they wanted Priestahh on that team, he would have been on that team.
Yeah, there's
I
no
agree.
way in hell that they win champs.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Don't have the same roster.
Like if it was a money thing, players would just take cuts. Like if they really wanted.
Exactly.
Well, that one's not fair because I don't think it should be on any player.
I don't want to
take
break up with
pay
you, so I'm
cuts.
gonna make you break up with me.
That's happened with Atlanta FaZe multiple times. You know how many pay cuts those players have took to keep playing with each other? They've taken multiple pay cuts. That's a
good thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a good thing, and it's paid off for them in the long run. Like, and you see it in the prize winnings. Like, if you're on a good team, and there needs to be budget cuts and shit, like you do whatever you got to do to make it work, bro, and get that same team back. So clearly,
100%.
if they didn't want to get that, if they don't have Priestahh coming
If they
back,
want on the team, he'd be on the team.
He'd be on a team.
No.
He'd be on a team. Facts.
And the reality is this: Priestahh obviously would have negotiated for a better contract, but he's not dumb. He wouldn't have taken a bigger salary on a shit team rather than the world champion team he just won with.
Of course.
If anything, he would have asked for a bigger prize split, which I'm sure if they really wanted him, they would have been open to. If they were like, you know what, our salary budget is so fucked that we literally can only offer you this, but we'll give you a higher percent of winnings so you guys can sort of bet on yourselves. You can bet on yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Like that is, it's very simple, really. Like that team would have stick together if they wanted to.
I mean, bro, if you can use common sense in the majority of these roster rumors and situations to figure out what's actually going on, it's bro, you don't win 3 events and champs and not have the same roster if you don't want it. That just doesn't make sense.
It's not like New York just broke up a roster without. You know what I'm saying? The players.
Preston didn't get lowballed and was looking for more money, and like that was just it. Like it's just cut and dry.
Because the reality is,
no way.
Priestahh would have accepted whatever bullshit they offered him if it was bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
No, I'm 100% agreeing on that.
And now it's kind of tough because like I feel like the top 4 teams are like Toronto solidified, OpTic.
All the top 4 teams.
OpTic pretty much solidified. That's what I'm
paper.
saying. And those are the only teams giving out money. Like
apparently Boston's throwing cash.
No, I think between Boston and Rocker, like I think there are a few teams that will pay. He's not going to make. I don't think any player outside of those teams is going to make the bullshit people were making before, like those crazy numbers.
Just in general,
No, they're not.
Salaries just drop.
Yeah, they're not going to make what they were making before. There's no way.
No, there's no way.
But either way, I think 2 things are true. Priestahh gets fucked over. It shouldn't have happened. That's 100% true. They're not going to get worse with Sid, in my opinion.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that though?
Because I
disagree with that personally.
I don't think they're getting worse. I think at the very least they stay the same. I think they get a consistent Slayer. I think Kismet's a great role player. You still have Hydra. Caesar knows what's going on. Like I think Priestahh's really good, and Priestahh was great for that team. I also think Dante's really good. I think they replaced a good player with a really good player. I don't think it's like a.
I agree, but also disagree. I think Dante's a really good player, and I think it
It's
could
just
work.
hard to
And it could be
argue on
good.
Preston's behalf like that, bro.
Yeah,
Because you don't look at kills, but he has the most wins in the league. He's clearly a winner.
He's a
like,
winner,
and it doesn't come down to those kills.
And when you look at the routes that he takes and what he does on the map for them, like he was such an important player for them.
Something correct. It's a very hard point to argue because it's not on the stat sheet.
Yeah,
but it's a very hard thing. It's like a hard thing for people to just like get.
I think
he's just a winner. Where you compare that to like Dante, just like hardcore.
I don't think they need more. I don't think they need more kills. Like I think. Like bringing on another guy who's just gonna kill her and get more kills. I don't know if that's gonna benefit them.
I mean, you might need more kills with the teams that just formed. Ultra just pack-a-punched insanely. Ultra just became godlike with Omni.
Maybe New York just felt the heat that everyone else was changing, and they felt like they needed
Preston's selfless, bro. He'll do whatever he's got to do to get the W. Like that's
but
always.
he was
how
also
Preston's
inconsistent.
That's that's what happens when you're a selfless player. That's why they won 3 championships.
I don't disagree. He should not have been dropped. Just to make myself clear, Priestahh should not have been dropped.
I mean, bro, maybe it's just as cut and dry as they saw all these rosters forming.
I just don't think they get worse. That's what I think.
I don't know. We'll talk about it later on the flank for sure.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about it later. You know what I'm talking about?
Nonetheless, that kid should have been safe, bro. The fact that you can win 3 tournaments and including champs and get dropped
crazy,
and then not be on a top 4 team is unacceptable.
The thing is, though, like, was Sib their first choice? Or were they just like, did they want to make a change? Period, and we're just like, let's see what we can do, or was like, we really want Dante?
I don't know. I don't really know.
The only thing I know based on common sense is that if they wanted Priestahh would be out of team.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
anyways, let's lock in. We got
I'm
a grand
locked.
final
I'm
here.
locked.
Yeah, we got a lock.
We got a grand final
I'm bumping it, bro.